All right, hey there, how's it going? Welcome back. Hello to the vinyl community. Well, here it is mid-September, and it is hot once again. No accounting for this weather. Earlier this month it was hot, then it got cold, almost bitterly cold, and now here it is hot once again, so go figure. I should explain the dirty stash that I'm sporting here that I didn't have in earlier videos. I also do community theater work, and currently in a show, or working on a show with folks in St. Mary's for the St. Mary's Community Players. Doing a show called The Games Afoot or Homes for the Holidays. And so as you can probably guess from the title, it's kind of a Sherlock Holmes takeoff. It's a funny whodunit, lots of laughs. It's written by Ken Ludwig. So if you find yourself in St. Mary's, early November, get yourself a ticket. We're at the town hall for the first two weekends in November. So look forward to seeing you. That's The Games Afoot, Homes for the Holidays with St. Mary's Community Players. Okay, this edition we're going to talk about Yes. Which Yes, you may ask? Well, we're going to talk about the 50th anniversary of Yes, featuring John Anderson, Trevor Rabin, and Rick Wakeman live at the Apollo. Double CD. Of course, the other version of Yes, Steve Howe's version of Yes, also touring with their 50th anniversary. So there are two versions of Yes. Picked this up just recently. Already there's been criticism of the cover, that it's a little on the bland side or pedestrian side. Now I should note that this version of Yes doesn't have access to the Roger Dean artwork that's on Steve Howe's version of Yes, so they've had to redesign their sort of logo. But overall, yeah, could have done a better job. I don't know if that's the issue with Eagle Records, who puts this out, if they designed this or what, but there you have it. What counts is the music. What counts is what's happening inside or on stage. And overall, these guys are sounding fantastic. Great energy, great pacing, great musicianship. John Anderson is in fine form. I know over the years he's had some vocal and health issues, but he's in top form right now. John Anderson, and then Trevor Rabin. Great addition with this in terms of great guitar work. Great energy, great vocals too, and then Rick Wakeman. Well, what can you say about Rick Wakeman? A maestro on the keyboard. So overall, it's a great package, and it totally works. These guys are sounding better than ever, or as good as ever. So live at the Apollo, and a great selection of songs. I can show you the back there. Of course, they do, some of the standards of Owner of a Lonely Heart, that sort of thing, also changes. But they also do tracks like Awaken, which clocks in at about 20 minutes on this one. They've got, of course, Roundabout, as I mentioned, Hold On, All Good People, Cinema is on here, and Make It Easy, Long Distance Run Around the Fish. They also do great double CD. This is also available on vinyl, also Blu-ray and DVD. I haven't noticed any combo packs. Eagle Records used to do great sort of deluxe combo packs where you get the CDs, also the Blu-ray and DVD in one great package. They don't seem to be doing that as much with current releases. They didn't do that with the Moody Blues for their concerts at the Hummingbird Center. And yeah, they haven't done it with this one. They're all available individually. But for the double CD, that's the one I picked up. Interesting, when it arrived, it already had developed a nice crack here at the bottom, so the outer casing comes right off. I'll have to replace that, but that's the downside of the jewel case kind of thing. Inside, there you go, the label there. And opens up, and then inside. And then the booklet is fairly straightforward, kind of bare bones, not a lot to it. You got the cover, and then inside, it's just the typical shots in concert. No write-ups or anything, just the song listing, a few more pictures, and there you have it. But I tell you, I have seen the Steve Howe version of Yes. They performed just a couple years ago in Michigan, and they put on a good concert. It wasn't great, but it was good. Pacing is a bit of an issue, like in terms of the energy and pacing of their performances, I feel. But I tell you, if I had tickets to see these guys, I would not be disappointed, because if this is any indication, these guys are sounding great. Again, just great energy and pacing and fantastic musicianship overall. And it sounds like these guys, from some of the interviews I've seen online, it sounds like they're all getting along really well and having a great time. So that's nice to see. Hopefully we'll get some new music from these guys, but right now it's the classic Yes 50th anniversary. Definitely well worth checking out. Highly recommended. And in terms of Yes on vinyl, for what I haven't got a lot, but I've got enough of their live albums. This is probably one of the oddest in the Yes canon. probably seen this one. This is Yes 90125, The Solos. So they put this out, obviously riding the wave of 90125, The Solos. So there you have the lineup and then the various tracks, the hold on changes, and pretty much every band member gets to solo in some way, shape, or fashion, of course, including Chris Squire with doing Amazing Grace on the bass. So it's an odd album. It's an enjoyable listen, but it's odd. And there you go. Yes, 90125 Live, The Solos, or 9012 Live, I guess, yeah, is what they called it. But yeah, an odd album. In terms of other Yes Live albums, I've got Yes Songs. This is the great 3-record set. This is a later Canadian pressing, so all 3 albums are included. However, it hasn't got all of the artwork. They've just made it a simple gatefold. The original it was almost a deluxe gatefold. It folded right out, whereas this has some of the nice artwork, but that's about it, or at least in this edition. So they have the 1 album here and then the 2 albums here. But in terms of live, yes, can't go wrong with this. This is like 1972. Yeah, 1972, around about that time. It's got just about everything you need on that one. And then Rhino Records did an massively expanded version from these shows. This is Progeny. This is 7 shows from 72. This is like a 14 CD set that includes performances at Maple Leaf Gardens in Toronto and also at the Ottawa Civic Center in Ottawa, Ontario. So very cool, as well as shows in Knoxville, Tennessee, Uniondale, New York, and Greensboro, North Carolina. So it's a lot of Yes. So there's a lot of repeated music because it's basically the songs from this tour, which of course they're doing the same songs every night. Not a lot of room for changing it around. So there's a lot of repetition, but it's an interesting listen overall. And yeah, all the CDs pop in there, and I just put the hype sticker right there. Okay, so there's that one. And another live Yes album has, if you're a Yes fan, you know there are a lot of live Yes ones as Yes shows. And this one's nice. This one's, again, a double disc set. This one features Time and Word, Going for the One, The Gates of Delirium, also Wondrous Stories. It's nice. Sometimes you got to wonder how much live Yes can you have, although apparently a lot. So there you have that. And then one other I can show you, not a live album. This was sort of given to me sort of on the vinyl community love train, the VCLT, which I've come to discover. This is the classic Yes album. Of course, you've got Bill Bruford, Chris Squire, John Anderson. You've got Steve Howe and Tony Kaye. Just a great lineup and just an absolute classic album. And such an odd cover for a Yes album, but an absolute classic album. Yours Is No Disgrace, Starship Trooper, The Clap, I've Seen All Good People, Perpetual Change. Just a great album from 1970. Can't ask for better than this one. This is just a great album. All right, so that's some of the goings on with Yes currently. Again, I highly recommend, if you can't pick this up, 50th anniversary Yes, featuring John Anderson, Trevor Rabin, and Rick Wakeman live at the Apollo. I'd love to see a few more of the performances. YouTube has a select number of the shows, but maybe I'll have to pick up the DVD down the road, or the Blu-ray if I get a Blu-ray player. But in the meantime, there you go. So that's some of the stuff going on. In the next video installment, I hope to do an unboxing of The Doors' Waiting for the Sun. Rhino has reissued this as a super deluxe box set, and it includes the vinyl, CDs, and some extra tracks. So in the next edition, we'll hopefully do an unboxing of that and see all the goodies that are inside, and maybe show some of the classic Doors stuff. In the meantime, have yourself a good one, and thanks for tuning in. If you like what you see in here, of course you can hit subscribe, you can hit like, or leave a comment, and appreciate all those who have subscribed so far, and hope you are enjoying it. I know I'm enjoying it too. So take care, bye-bye.